Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. He's taken down right at the 20. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Duncan. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Up, up. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Run, run, run. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, wahoo! Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! I got you! I got you!
Here's Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot in the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot in the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Run, run, run. Slam. Check. Greystone, travel. Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Boyce. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, Boyce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield steps away to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Alert, 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 alert.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Good, 180. Real. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. March 49. March 49.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on. Check 52. Check nickel.
Now they'll run on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. Crouch. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Boyce. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
180. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 99. Check 99. Pistol.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Duncan. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Crouch. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To Boyle here over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Slam. Pistol. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Bandit. Up, left. Mike 57. Now watch one. 57. Mike 57. Go smooth. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete in the end zone. Derwin James on the coverage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Back to throw. Crouch. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
25, check 25, check 25. Whip, 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 whip. Hey, exit. Go, Mike, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Crouch. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Joker. Watch that. Out. Hey, alert. Up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch. Run. Watch QB jump. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Switch up. Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 57.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert!
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Quick the edge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, Crouch. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Crouch. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Duncan. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Switch. He's coming.
From the gun, Crouch. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crouch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the white collar shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. Point it right, point it right, point it right. He's crossing. He's checking. Hey, 133. Slow. Hey, back up. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Okay, double up. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pistol. Nice, 57's Mike. Man, I got you.
Bravo.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Hey, let's get that home. Right 3. 218. Chop. Yo, faster.
Off play action. Crouch. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Crouch. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Hey, Zoo.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense.
I think what we